What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. This one gonna be short, but I saw a girl on Facebook exposing her family for having one of their family members being buried in a cardboard box, right? And I see people it's a shame they couldn't get this man a good casket to be put in. They couldn't bury him in a casket. That's a shame. That's a shame. And I want to just say this, man. I already told my family, and again, I'm gonna tell my daughter when she get of age, because I want to be here for a long time. I want to live till I'm 95 or 100 years old. I want to see my kids have kids. I want to see my sister's children have kids. I want to see all that. I want to be here for a long time, right? I told my mom and them, I say, man, listen, I couldn't have put my family through a lot of, and people be having insurance and all of that too, but sometimes people don't. I'm looking like, man, I tell people, y'all can go ahead and cremate me. Funerals, it costs too much to die in this country. Like, people be spending a lot of money, man, to get their people buried and all of that. Headstones and wanting them in gold caskets and having them with all this and all of that, and doves being released and this, that, and the third and all of that. And I'm looking like, man, listen, my people can cremate me. Y'all ain't got to pay all that money. And I mean, yeah, I got insurance, but still, y'all ain't, nah. You ain't got to waste that money on me burying me and having me in this gold casket. All that, man, listen, no. We ain't even got to do all that. To try to pay to get this expensive headstone. No, man. No. To me, I just feel like a lot of that, at that point, my soul has left this earth. I don't need no gold casket. I don't need no crazy headstone, none of that. I feel like a lot of times, man, funeral homes, and again, I'm not saying they not necessary, because they're necessary, right? Because my family members are all buried. All of them. From my brother to my uncles to my grandmother, all of them, they all are buried. Grandmother, grandfather, all of them buried, right? But yeah, I tell people all the time, even funeral homes, boy, they be running the script on folks. They come in here, hey, they come in there and try to act like they super empathetic. So, ma'am, you want the gold casket? You want the gold headstone? You want this, and and people be forking up the bread because they feel like, yo, I gotta send my people off well. I gotta send them off where they would be happy. Man, listen, y'all celebrate my life. Y'all can cremate me. And again, knock on wood, because I want to be here for a long time. I just don't want my people spending a whole bunch of money when they don't have to, right? Like, I watched my grandmother. My grandmother, before she died, my grandfather buried in Mississippi. About 2 years before she died, she went down to Mississippi to finally put a headstone where he is, right? And that was a beautiful sentiment from my grandmother. She wanted to do that for her husband before she died. And she felt proud that she could do that. And I'm glad she did it and proud that she could do that for my grandfather. But in my mind, I'm thinking, dang, do we know if this really granddaddy really still right here in this spot right here? Do we really know that? You know what I mean? Because funeral homes and cemeteries be playing all type of games, man. So, and my grandmother really, because she couldn't afford to do it back then. And she got the money to do it, and she wanted to do that for him. I'm like, man, I be thinking like, man, I have my people save that money, man. It just costs a lot to even die in this country. People be trying to get obituaries made and all the fancy stuff, and people be charging an arm and a leg for that, sticking families up, even though they know they grieving, they know they hurting. They don't care. They will stick them up in plain sight, in daylight, highway robbery in broad daylight. And I'm like, I don't want that happening to my people. Y'all can just cremate me, man. And don't worry about what folks got to say. Y'all got the money. Tell them that was my wish. I want to live here to be 95 or 100 years old, but y'all can cremate me and save y'all money, because that is crazy what people spend. $10,000.